Hey guys, Steiner here. This is my guide on how to make the transition from being a clicker and keyboard turner to using keybinds. Now this is something that I recently did, and I want to share with you how I did it. But first, I want to show you exactly why it is necessary to do this. Number 1, slow reaction time. You can't react to the enemy quickly enough to do what you need to do. Number 2, backpedaling. Moving at a reduced speed, you can't get yourself into position quickly enough. And number 3, clicking. Now I want you to look down at the bottom at my action bars. What I should have been able to do in this situation was to break the CC, snare him, and then throw a blade storm out there. But because everything's so spread out, I had to commit to one of those abilities, and I clicked on blade storm, which ended up being a waste because I wasn't able to really even touch him. Now, setting up your keybinds. Pick 2 or 3 of your most important abilities and bind them first. Now go to a training dummy and just keep using those abilities over and over again until you're comfortable with them. Then add another ability or 2, just keep using those over and over again until you're comfortable with them as well. Keep repeating this process until you're comfortable with everything you want to use. Now make sure you use the keybinds that make you most comfortable. Don't use what other people use. Use what you think is going to work best for you. Movement. Now the first thing I did when I was setting up my key bindings was I bound the letters A, S, and D first. The reason I did that was to make sure that I did not use those buttons for turning or backpedaling. Now for those of you that have never used a mouse, the best way to move is obviously to move forward with the W key and hold down the right mouse button to turn. You can also use your Q and E buttons for strafing. So using those combined, it makes for quicker, easier movements. Now one thing that I use as a warrior that makes my life a lot easier is when there's so much movement and I'm in the heat of a battle, it's not really realistic to hold down the W button and push all those buttons for abilities. So switching back and forth between the W button to move forward and also the mouse wheel to move forward makes things a lot easier. And really quickly, macros. Using macros to limit the number of buttons you have to push makes life a lot easier. For example, I have to my F button bound the abilities Charge, Hamstring, and Rend, changing 3 buttons down to 1 and making life a whole lot easier. And real quick, I have some tips. Farm battlegrounds, going up against other players will help you learn these abilities and react more quickly. Kind of two points in one. Don't be afraid to be bad and don't get frustrated, because probably for a good solid week you're gonna be. Just until you get these things in your muscle memory, just be prepared to die a lot. There is no cookie cutter setup. There is no universal way of doing things. You can look at other web pages, other YouTube videos, but in the end you have to do what makes you most comfortable and is going to benefit you the most. And finally, keep evolving. I still have to add my defensive stance abilities and macros to these keybinds, so I'm still moving forward. And the next part of this video, I'm going to show you what the benefits are, kind of how I've evolved from being a clicker to keybinds. So keep pushing forward, guys. You'll get there, and have fun. guys, thanks for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe. Special thanks to my arena partner Dark and Rail and my buddy Neos, who I've been running a lot of arena with lately. Once again, please don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you in the game.